Hi guys! I'm sure that introduction was a little bit intimidating. It does mention a lot of things that stress me out every day, or most days at least, and I'm sure there's a lot of things that stress you out as well. Well, I got a book called Chill by Deborah Reber. She's gonna help me become less stressed. She has a lot of good techniques and ideas about how to reduce your stress and how to handle stressful situations. So she did explain things such as time management, organization, nutrition, exercise, having a support system for times of need when you need to talk to someone, learning how to say no when something can become too stressful for you. And she explains this thing called dye therapy, which I'll explain a little bit more later. My goal is to become less stressed, and hopefully throughout the next 30 days I will be able to accomplish that goal, or at least find ways to relieve my stress so that when I do become stressed I know how to handle it. Okay, so I've been doing homework for a couple hours now. I feel pretty stressed. I'm going to try one of the suggestions my book says, and that is to exercise. So my mom and I are going to the gym. We'll probably be there for about an hour, and I'll see how that works. We just got back from the gym. I realized a couple things. Well, first of all, I already know that exercising does relieve stress, but I also realized that I am freaking out of shape. So, did not go as well as planned. However, I'm going to go a couple more times. I'll try to go a couple times a week at least, and hopefully it'll get better from there. I'm not stressed for the same reasons that I was before I went to the gym, but I am stressed about, my health. That's kind of a big one, so hopefully we can work on that a little bit more. And see you next time. One thing that I've kind of learned is sometimes when you're super stressed, it's important to take a break. One way I'm trying to take a break right now is by playing the guitar. And I think it's beneficial because it takes my mind off of my stress. And so when I have to go back to the real life situation, it kind of calms me down. I'm also able to use the guitar to incorporate some of the things that I've learned from my book, like organization. All the notes have to be on a certain chord and a certain string, and everything has to be in rhythm. In order to have rhythm, you have to be able to know how long to hold the chord down for. So I believe that having this in my life is just an easier way to be able to incorporate what my book has taught me about stress, so that it'll be easier when I come into a real life situation. I haven't been playing the guitar in a while, so I'm kind of like reteaching myself in the process. It's been like a month or two. So I'm trying to teach myself how to play Ed Sheeran, Thinking Out Loud. And I just spent a while looking at like the music sheets and some videos to see how other people are playing it. So I'm just practicing and seeing how that works out.
I would like to apologize because this is me freaking out. I have lost all control of my emotions and my behavior, and I have complete the maximum amount of stress required to have a meltdown. Good luck next time. Try not to fail as hard.
Alright, so yeah, that was pretty bad. I got stressed out trying to de-stress from a different situation. And yeah, well, eventually I did learn the song. I got pretty good at it for a second, and then I went to go get my nails done. So now I have acrylic nails. It's impossible to play the guitar with nails. You can't hold down the strings, and you can't pick the strings, and that's pretty much how you play guitar. So, sorry that I was a bonehead and I forgot to record before getting my nails done, but it happens. And you can think what you want, but I'm not going to get stressed about it. Success!
Hey Jojo, will you make me food?
No.
Why? And Joanna, will you take the dog for a walk?
No.
Okay. And Joanna, will you take me to the store?
Can't you see I'm trying to chill?
Okay.
I know how to say no to people. If I know that it's going to put me in a stressful situation, sorry, it's not going to happen. Can't do. Sorry. I mean, I don't like hurting people's feelings, but if it's going to hurt me if I say yes, sorry if it makes me a bad person, but I'd rather be you than me. I mean, you can figure it out another way. Need me to cover your shifts? Sorry, I have too much homework. There are plenty of other hostesses that can seat people. I mean, I don't have to do it. What? I'm supposed to help move? Ew, no. Bye. Dietherapy is a technique the book recommended me to use. Basically, it's taking a situation and rephrasing it so that it doesn't seem as drastic or as dramatic than it usually would. So, if you fail a test, you can be like, oh my gosh, it's the end of the world, what am I going to do? I'm not going to graduate high school, I'm not going to graduate college, how am I going to make a living? I'm going to be a bum in the middle of the street. Okay, that's a little dramatic, but still, it may be running through your head if you fail a test, or maybe not, maybe you don't care, but I care, so it may be running through my head when I'm stressed. Instead of doing that, which is a little bit crazy, I can rephrase it. So, wow, I just failed a test, that's really unfortunate. I should study better next time, blah, blah, blah. So it's just using words like, unfortunately something happened, or it's a bummer, but it'll be okay. You know, whatever. You're just rephrasing it so it doesn't seem as drastic. So far, I've been using it for a while, and I don't feel like it's really helping. I feel like I'm not really that dramatic. I mean, I can be pretty dramatic sometimes, but I feel like it doesn't really help because just making the situation less dramatic doesn't make me less stressed. I'm still stressed that I failed a test. So, you know. So I don't know if that technique has been helping me very much. I mean, I'm going to try it for a little bit more, and if it doesn't help in the end, then I'm kind of going to drop it because there's no point in wasting my time. Because time management is one of the skills they want you to use. Today hasn't been the best day. I've learned a couple things. My online class is due May 8th, which is just around the corner. I assumed it was due May 22nd, which is our last day at school, but it's not. So now I have to get the gears rolling because I've been procrastinating on that. So that's another stress that just went up. My grades in school, I wouldn't say they're slipping, but they're not doing as great as they could be if I would just put more effort into it. I have a lot going on at school. Pretty much every class has a test or an assignment or something new. It's just... Anyway, I'm going to try some of the tips from the book again. So I'm going to go running and I'm trying to rephrase my sentences. I didn't say anything dramatic like, I'm not going to graduate because of this. I mean, even though it is a possibility, I don't think that it'll happen. So, using that rephrasing. I need to work on my time management because I know that it's one of the big factors. And I've been procrastinating a lot, so obviously my time management is not going well. Anyway, I'm about to go for a hike, I'll probably go for a hike, and hopefully I'll be less stressed. Alright, I am ready to not be stressed. I am going to go hike to relieve my stress, and then I'm going to probably go to bed because it's only like 7, but I'm really tired, so I'll probably go to bed. Alright, hopefully I can be less stressed and get rid of this headache. Okay, I'm just getting back from hiking. I guess to relieve my stress, my head still hurts. So, I'm gonna go to bed and forget about all this mess. And we'll see how tomorrow goes. All in all, I believe that my book, Chill by Deborah Rubber, was alright. I feel like it had good ideas and good philosophies. However, I do not personally think that I gained anything. I am still stressed. I still can't relieve my stress very well. And I don't know, it's who I am. I get stressed really easily. I let things get to me and can't really help it. So I feel like that definitely has an impact. I think that this book would be good for somebody who doesn't get easily stressed. I think that there are also probably better books out there. So, I mean, it's really up to you. If you think I should recommend it, then go ahead. But if you don't think so, don't get it, you know? Most people aren't probably, like, worried about their stress either, because I'm definitely up there in the stress levels. But that's alright. I do think that one thing the book said was exercise definitely helped. But the thing is, you have to keep up with it. Like, you can't just go every once in a while, or you can't just go whenever you're stressed. You gotta, like, always go. That way you constantly have something relieving your stress. Even if you don't think that you're stressed, you probably have a little bit of built up stress from, like, your work day, your school day, whatever happens. So it's got to be constant. It's like you're training for a marathon, except you're training to not be stressed. So I think that's probably another reason why I'm still not really getting the results that I was hoping for, because I didn't keep constant. I don't have time. I have a job, and I have to go to school, and I have homework. I have too much to do. So I think that if I applied myself more, maybe it would have helped a little bit, but not too much. It's just honestly it's who I am. So I will forever be stressed. And I have come to terms with it. It's alright for me.